Yes, I know I look incredibly ridiculous right now. But you would too if you wanted to take the time to celebrate Veterans Day in your own way. There actually is red somewhere in this makeshift bandana I have. It's just not really showing right now because, red, white, and blue. To honor and celebrate the veterans, which we should take the time to, which personally I'm going to take the time in this video to do so. I have a family who served in the military. My grandfather, my cousin. Actually, this is a pretty, not grim, but pretty, heavy story. My cousin's father had served in World War II. And at the time, if you went to war, like you were there from the time your country had entered the war to when the time was over. Not like this whole gone for a year type deal that we have right now. And his father was actually took part in I always forget the name of the battle, but it was the first like America's first encounter with the Japanese army during World War II. Hold on. I'm just gonna quickly look up something. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, here you go. List of World War II battles. Where's the, hold on. I'm trying to, I should know this. Okay, it's the sort of name where, hold on. Hold on. Sorry, this is taking a lot longer than it should. I'm very sorry. Hold on. Let me look at one last thing. Between Guadalcanal. That's what it was. The first major offensive and decisive victory for us, the Allies, against the Japanese. That's what it was called. I knew if I found the name, I'd be able to recognize it. I'm sorry. So, yes, my cousin's father, again, was in World War II, and he took part in Guadalcanal, right? Well, after the war was over and he came back, my cousin was actually 4 years old. In fact, he was born, I do believe, before his father wasn't around when he was born. So all he had to look at was pictures of him, right? When his father got back from the war, he said, "That's not my father." He actually looks so different from being ravaged by war and what he's seen. He looked drastically different from what his pictures say. That's why he said, "That's not my father." Yeah, it's a very heavy stuff, but it's true. So yeah, sorry that took a little longer than it should have. But regardless, today's Veterans Day. If you see a veteran, tell them thank you for serving our country. I'm certainly going to do that. Meanwhile, I'll just wear this on my head, at least for the duration of this video, to show that I am showing support myself. Oh, sorry, I was up late last night. Unfortunately, I wasn't watching Rick and Morty like I should have. I'll get to that in a second. So, happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a happy Monday, because yesterday apparently some omniscient force decided, you know what? Nick's been right a lot lately. Let's make him horribly wrong today. Seriously, the Jets, the Falcons, the Titans, the Browns, the Bucks, the Bears, the Dolphins, the Steelers. My Cowboys lost. Those are all games I got wrong, by the way. Of course, the games I get right involve two MVP candidates, with the Packers winning and the Ravens winning. Man, there is no excuse for Dallas losing. There is none. We never should have lost last night. All I can say is, I still believe in my Cowboys. I really do. And I do believe we can win the division. But if we win the division, there's no way we're going to go far in the playoffs. We are not. We are most likely going to lose in the divisional round. Because our problem is just have a really slow start. We never get anything done when we should. I mean, you can't get behind 14-0 and expect to immediately come back and win. There were several instances where we actually had the game on lock, and then no, we didn't. Man, there is no excuse. Can't believe we lost to the Bucs. And now you actually validate why you gave that big contract to Kirk Cousins, even though he's just barely above average. Oh, well. It is what it is, I guess. So suffice to say, I'm having a very happy Veterans Day, aren't I? What? No. It's not about me. Today is about the veterans. Because, regardless of a war you served in or, whatever, take an opportunity to find a veteran, tell them thank you for serving your country, and if you want to ask if they have any, war stories, be respectful about that, because, it can be a very sensitive subject, to ask them, what was being in, so-and-so war like. But, just, take an opportunity to find a veteran, thank them for serving our country. And, yeah. Ooh. I guess I'm also feeling a little more bummed, too, because Rita's actually closed for the season this year already. I know normally they wait at least one more week, or actually they're supposed to wait until early December. Unfortunately, the last couple years, around this time, we just get some crazy, rainy, cold weather, and then the owner thinks, yeah, it's about time to close up shop for the season. I mean, thankfully I stocked up myself. It's going to be a long 16 weeks. Oh, yeah. They're closed until the first weekend in March. So let's see. Got about 20 quarts for 26, and so 20 quarts, 6 free samples. I can manage one a week. Although normally when I save up Ritas for the winter, I end up not having any in the month of November, and being very sparing on during December, and then I don't really get into it until January and February, which I should. I got, again, 16 weeks is going to be a long time. You know, gotta make it last. Gotta do a good job and, you know, hold on to it for a little while. Yeah, it should be fine though. I mean, again, it's going to be a long 16 weeks. Or actually 111 days, including today. Yep, I counted. So, let the countdown begin, I suppose. Although, 16, you know what? It may be a long winter, but I say it's going to be a long winter now. But you wait. We'll be at like the end of the year, and then I'll just be like, we're already at the end of the year, we're at the beginning of 2020. So, you know, here's hoping that, you know, we get through these 111 days, you know, pretty quickly. Let's hope that, you know, throughout this winter, you know, everybody stays safe and warm. And while you're at it today, you can take your time to think of veteran, perhaps. Yeah, that's really about all I have right now. I'm always so sad when Rita's closes. To put things in perspective, I had known about Rita's when I was at Gettysburg College, but because it was so far away from campus and because I didn't have a car, there really wasn't any point of, you know, going there. And then one opens up on Miracle Mine and Horsehead, which is the one I go to. I'm like, oh wow, it's actually pretty good. I mean, I did have Rita's a couple times at Gettysburg College, but not enough to build like a foundation. Like, okay, I like this and, you know, all this other stuff from Rita's. And then we get to you know, I graduated Gettysburg College. Rita's is available. It's awesome. It's good. It's all that stuff. And, you know, 2014, I go on opening day, and I remember liking it. And I was going to, you know, come whenever possible. But then something happened. It was 2015 when I decided, okay, I'm going to go on opening day. And it was on a Friday, so what better way to, you know, finish off the end of a long week. And it was opening day of 2015 for Rita's, where I thought to myself, you know what? I'll make this my weekly thing. I'll be, so every Friday or at least once a week, you know, I make an opportunity to go to Rita's whenever it's open. But now it is no longer open. It's very sad. I mean, hopefully we won't get what happened in 2018 and have like a freak snowstorm the day it's supposed to open. Only we end up not getting a snowstorm, but because everybody else is closed, you know, it's closed anyway. So, yeah. There are actually some locations of Rita's that are open like on Valentine's Day, which that'd be a really nice surprise. A really nice Valentine's Day date. You know, get your special someone, you know, Italian ice or custard. That sounds awesome. Although, it is Valentine's Day, height of flu season, cold. I mean, I would still do it, but that's just because I love Rita's that much. But I would not think any less of anyone who would just simply not go to Rita's because, you know, it was too cold. But, you know, you do you. I mean, I get why we don't have frozen treats when it's cold out because it emphasizes how cold you are, but come on, man. Ice cream is delicious any time of year. I mean, yes, I'm referring to Rita's Italian ice, but frozen treats are good at any time of year. What are y'all doing with, like, not wanting that? I don't know. So, where do you go from here? Actually, there's plenty I can go from here. I mean, again, Veterans Day, you know, again, sorry there's no, like, red showing, is there? Yeah, there's some red showing right there. Yeah, that works. So, yeah, I got the red showing right there. It's really cool. Red, white, and blue. So, yes, on a very serious note, I just want to say to any and all veterans who are watching this, or you have a family member who is a veteran who is watching this, I don't know. But thank you so much for your bravery and for your service to our great nation. You know, Lord knows that, I would never do it, so, you're better than me, without question. And I hope all veterans have a wonderful day today. Take an opportunity to get the respect you deserve. I don't really know how to emphasize anything further than that. So, yeah. This was a good day, I think. This is a good video. Like, favorite, share, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on social media platforms, turn on notifications on YouTube. I am very humbled to make this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I hope we have a wonderful, wonderful Veterans Day. And again, thank you to all the veterans for your service for our country. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat, I was going to be here. So lend an ear, if you can actually see my ears. I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.